Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy on this Friday, July 9th. Oh boy. Wow, it's been a long couple weeks, and it's going to be a long upcoming weeks and a long few months. I'm just doing my best to stay afloat, and I know a lot of you guys are too. It feels so strange to me, even though I know that with this audience, most of you guys are in your 30s or older. It just feels so strange to me that I'm turning 30. I'm sure all of you guys felt like this, but I don't feel 30. And this is my last weekend in my 20s, and I have no idea. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even know if I should do anything. Part of me is feeling just like really fucking weird about this whole situation. And I just, I don't know. I can't deny it. This is just a really bizarro time for me and for everyone else on the fucking planet. Jake Yakima says, yeah, I definitely dig this camera angle. Jake, this is like a nice ass camera. So I was up all night. I'm like fucking exhausted right now. I'm shocked. I was up all night because my friend Stephen Lemieux, who has been a saint, who came to help me set up everything. We now have, I mean, we bought I bought, and the World Girls also bought, and some of those split, an audio mixer. We have 4 mics, all the cables. I can show you guys, but like it's been taking forever to set up. It's a whole fucking, like, we have everything going on here. We're running 5,000 bazzousand wires. My electricity bill is going through the roof, but it is what it is. We're trying to give you guys the best show possible. I'm trying to here Live at the Roxy. All the headphones and cables and all the stuff and the lights and the everything. And so one of the last things was that I had to get this cam link for the Canon that everybody bought me at Collider, which was so sweet. And we love that camera. We use that camera for our World Girl shoots. I use it for all my auditions, but unfortunately, what it doesn't do is work for live streaming. We tried for about like 7 hours yesterday to get it to work. It won't stay on past 30 minutes. We downloaded this whole software. It doesn't work with the cam link. We used a different brand of a cam link. It didn't work. You have to touch the monitor. And the long story short, it just didn't work. So Steven lent me for like the next week or whatever this camera to see how I feel about it. It's a couple $1,000s. So even if I love it, I won't be able to get it immediately because I just can't at this point in my life. But I will, if I love it, then I will start doing my best to save for it. It's just a weird time to be upgrading my studio and the show for you guys when I'm about to be taking a couple of weeks off of paid work. So it's just a fucking whole to do. And yeah, that's the whole. So we were up all night working on that. The audio is still having an issue because we needed another part because I bought like the less expensive mixer, and then there was feedback situation going on, whatever. All this is fucking details you guys don't need. But I was up all night working on this studio. So the reason you like this camera angle is because it's not on my webcam. It is on a really nice camera that is a few feet away from me looking at this whole thing. Let me show you guys. You can't even see how sick the front of the desk is. I'll show you guys at a different point. But in general, the studio is looking cool. We were working on the lights behind and making sure they're reflecting and all this stuff. I still wish you guys could see how dope these things were and not just these posters. But I'm trying, and I want to do this for you guys and just bring you guys the best that I can. So anyway, here I am on the last Friday of being in my 20s. That sounds so fucking weird to say. And I have no idea what I'm doing tonight. I might just stay home because I don't know what else to, I don't know what to do. I don't know, like, my friends are all busy and everybody's with their husbands and their wives. And then there's me. What is my place in this world? Anybody else been there before and feel that? All I do is work. Anybody else in the world felt that before? I can't believe I'm turning 30. Anybody else out there thought exactly that before? All of that stuff is just like a million miles per hour going through my head. Shout out to Janine. Hi, babe. Hey, gorgeous. Currently on a boat. Oh my God, Janine, your life is amazing. Excited to welcome you to the Dirty 30s. The cool thing is that I'm really, really excited to be in my 30s. I'm fucking sick and tired of being in my 20s. I was 20. I started the decade a week into being 20 years old. My mom died. And that was like the tone for the fucking decade. She had been sick for all of my teens. Then I turned 20 and she died. Then I was on drugs, just like trying to figure the fuck out. Fell madly in love, got actually just every fiber of my being destroyed by this person. And when I look back at my 20 and I didn't sleep and I worked my ass off, and some of that really paid off and some of that didn't. And I really tried to become the best version of me and get off drugs, which I did, and learned to regulate my drinking, which I did, and found out who the fuck I am in my soul, which I did. And now I could not be more excited to not be in that fucking decade anymore. My 20s were so hard. And that sounded obnoxious. I'm still a fucking, I still have a roof over my head, food to eat, siblings and a dad, like not so hard compared to a lot of people because, but I had a lot of fucking traumatic events take place and a lot of things go down. And my 20s were challenging for me. They were challenging. And it's not that I'm expecting my 30s to not be challenging, because I think that they will be, but just like the tone of the whole decade was just so whack. It was just so fucking frustrating the whole time. Like not feeling like anybody ever valued or appreciated what I brought to the table. I'm sure that you guys out there, some of you guys feel like I'm speaking your words, because all of us have felt that way. It doesn't make me special to feel like nobody saw me. It doesn't make me special to have gotten my heart smashed into a million pieces. It doesn't make me special to have been fired from 50 jobs or lost all of them. It doesn't make me special to have lived through a global pandemic. It doesn't make me special to have lost a parent. All of those things are things that you guys at home, you've done. A lot of you have done a lot of those things. And so I'm not sitting here saying that I'm any kind of unique case. I'm just saying that my 20s, there's some good things, but like, holy shit, did a lot of it bite dick. And I really, really want to be in my 30s. So it's not being in my 30s that's stressing me out. It's turning 30 and still having so much in the air. It's turning 30 and still not having my partner. It's turning 30 and still not knowing, do I want kids? What does that look like? Do I want to do that by myself? Do I not want to do that at all? It's turning 30 and most importantly for me, not being where I want to in my career, which again, speaking your guys' language, and just really wanting to have been more successful at this point, have made more money, been able to take care of my family more, been somebody who you guys know from some fucking hit sitcom that I wrote and produced and starred in, and really was able to tell stories in that medium. It's all of those things. And it's all those things all at once. And then it's all those things compounded by the fact that we've been stuck in our houses for a year and a half. And we're still sorting out and navigating who's comfortable doing what. And I don't even know what this looks like. So it's just been a weird time. And for the first, it's for the first time in a long time. It's bizarre because I know exactly what I want, and I'm not positive how to get there. I know that sounds weird after just saying, do I want kids? Do I not? I just mean in my current situation, like if I can't find my person, and what does that look like? And you guys all know that I've always wanted to foster. It's a whole thing. It's a whole shebang. So those are some of the things going on. One of the things that I always talk to you guys about is that when there's a lot of things going on that you cannot control, making sure that you control the things that you can control. So one of those things was upgrading certain areas of my life, and this studio is that. So massive, massive shout out to Kevin Undergaro, who came and built this table, these signs, these lights, and gifted all of these things to me, which I never in a million years could have afforded, because just this top of this table alone is a fucking $1,000. So thank God for Kevin, who's been my mentor for a decade now. And then to Stephen Lemieux, who came and did all of these wiring, was here until 2 a.m. last night, and was here twice other than that this week, and has just been trying to do stuff for the World Girls and Live at the Roxy. And they're helping me upgrade. And so I'm trying to upgrade as many areas of my life as possible. And that means looking at your friends, looking at your family, looking at your career, looking at all the things that you know you want, and trying to game plan what helps me get there. And I'm lucky enough and supported enough by you guys, and believe in myself enough that this is something that was worth investing in for me, because no matter how many tabletop giftings there were, obviously this is still a huge, huge investment and undertaking for me, emotionally, physically, financially, and otherwise. But I really want to fucking upgrade. I just really want to. I want to upgrade who it is that's I'm giving my time and my energy to. I want to upgrade what it is that my place looks like, including the studio. I want to upgrade the amount that I'm able to see my family living 3,000 miles away. It's so hard, and I really want to focus in my 30s on being able to see them more, whether that means them coming here, me going there, FaceTiming more, whatever that is. And then everything else, just career, career, career. I want to be auditioning. I want to be creating. I want to be writing. And I also want to have a little bit of fucking fun. I do feel like I had a lot of fun in my early 20s. And then later on, I just was so fucking focused. And I think that sometimes you need these little bits of fun in order to feed your art. And I forget about that sometimes. So anyway, that's where my head is at as I am turning 30. It's not what the entire show is about today, but I do know that this is probably something that a lot of you guys have experienced, can possibly help me in. And as I'm experiencing, I can possibly help some of you guys in as well. These decade changes they hit so funny sometimes. It's coming at a bizarro time. And I want to share all of that with you guys, because one thing is for sure, the most supportive people in my life over the last year and a half have been you guys. And I mean that in a way that every day I wake up, I work, and then midday I come here and it's you guys. And so that's been a constant in my life that I really needed in my late 20s. And I'm really excited to take into my early 30s. And hopefully the older I get, the wiser I get, the more wisdom I have, the more I share with you guys. And it's a cycle like that. So, this chair is creaky. So those are some things going on with me. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, putting back up this overlay that Jake made me. Maybe this one. I can't tell right now. No, this one. We'll go back and forth with having it off and on, because the table just looks so cool. I'm pretty excited by it. And thank you to Jake for throwing in that Streamlabs link, and everyone for being in here. As you guys know, regardless of people's financial situation, which I know is all over the map right now, I'm so grateful that you guys are here. I like to give a shout out to everybody. Some of you guys are in here because you want to learn and grow. Some of you guys are in here because you like to be entertained and know about what's going on in the news. Some of you guys are in here because you want to watch me be a train wreck. Whatever reason you're here, thank you for fucking showing up. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for telling your friends, for tweeting it out. And thank you for supporting in the Streamlabs and the Super Chat. Before we go to the Streamlabs, John Bainbridge, John Get Bent, B. Lee, my girl Brandy, Sean Quinn, Rob Fishbeck, Gavin, Jake Yakavetta, just gave Gavin a shout out. But again, ML Saqib Ryan, I butcher names for a living. Y'all know that. Joseph Ashley, Slen182, Relevant Existential, Christian Hardesty said, "You were up all night." I'm shocked. Don't I know it? It's just the shock of the year. Carol Figuera, Yamana Australis. Shout out to some new names in here. I love that. Nano2233, Emil Johansson, my girl Janine Bryce. What's up, Janine? Matthew W. Melissa Byrne. Steamer. Stop the steamer. The third turd. Wow, can't say turd. Theodore Turnquest the second. Who was the Theodore Turnquest the first? It's a very regal name. Manny Gonzalez, Scarecrow 1592, King Sport Cow, Red Sands, and so many more. Evan Hooker, John Perillo, Zeno Hour. Appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for being here with me today live. Let's see what's going on in the Streamlabs. Let's check in over there and see what's going on in the worlds of the rock stars today. Like I said, it is the 9th of July, which means that our first Streamlabs of the day officially came through from, you guessed it, the Zenist of Glenists, Zen Glenn Caesar. Hello and good Friday, Roxy, and all your nicknames. Great job on OSA. That's Only Stupid Answers with DJ Wooldridge. He was on this show yesterday. If you like him a lot, then you should go check us out over there. How are you? Sending well wishes, and thank you for still hanging out, even tired. Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you, Grammy and Popo. Be most excellent to yourselves / each other, RJ and RSB. Bunnies for Avery Burke and Avery's mom. Rest in peace, Chris Burke. # 3 rock stars forever. Forever, ever. Ghosts, Mets, and everyone's still fighting to smash cancer. I stand against anti-Semitism. I stand against Islamophobia. I stand against Asian hate. # stop AAPI hate. I know that Black Lives Matter. # BLM. Miles Cosgrove, Brett Hankinson, Jonathan McNally, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all 3 of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Hope today is the day. Justice for all the people who've lost their lives due to excessive force. # say their names. Thank you for saying that, Glenn. May we be a soothing balm or a flower of good energies for one another whenever, wherever we can. Cheers to finding that fuck yeah news. What brings us smiles, laughter, joy, and maybe bliss in each of our days or weeks or months and even our years. In the meantime, Roxy and Rockstars Band, congratulations and way to go to you all on hitting whatever goals and achieving whatever success that you have thus far and getting to do all of the cool stuff that you can. Keep crushing and just being straight fire. Thanks, Glenn. Appreciate you. Emma in the Streamlab says, so I started watching Sex Life. Oh, boy. And I'm liking it so far. The sex is really hot. Totally true. And the story seems good. Story's okay. I have to say, I saw that scene with the penis, and oh my God, I've never seen one so big, like soft like that. I know, Emma, it was bizarre. The bizarre is in like, whoa. The flaccid penis was like down past his legs, thighs. It was crazy. I don't know whether it was prosthetic. I don't know what it was. It's nuts. Emil on the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider said, not to be negative, but I'm also 29. And my conclusion is that the best part of life is past me. There is no waiting for things to happen because they have already happened. And if they haven't, then it's too late. Interesting, Emil. So I so in my entire being don't feel that way. You're 29. And that would be very arrogant. And I don't mean that to insult you. I mean that to think you know everything at 29. You think you know exactly what life is going to be like. Think about all the stories of people who aren't successful till they're in their 40s or 50s, or all the people who are older than us who tell us the best is yet to come. How could we possibly know better than them? How could we think that the best is behind us? It doesn't make any sense. And in terms of it being too late by whose standards? Too late for what? Too late when? Later than you wanted? Yeah, me too. the things are happening later than I wanted. At this point in my dreams, I had created an entire franchise, a whole show. I was starring in it. I was working on indie movies. I was married, and I was thinking about what I was going to do with my family, or at least I found my partner. I don't really care about marriage, but was with the person I was going to be with. I had a ton of fucking money. I was able to support my family so they didn't have to sell their house back east. Like, in all, there's so many things that I just know or feel later than I wanted, but aren't too late. Too late for what? Too late to happen? No way. All those things can still happen. And whenever your version of those things can happen, because that's what the people tell us. And I am smart enough to know that I'm not smart enough to know. Smart enough to know that I'm not smart enough to know. How the fuck could I know? I'm not a future seer. I'm also not in my 50s looking back, in my 80s looking back, 100 years old looking back. I'm none of those things. So, Emil, no fucking way. Pink Sweets in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, oh, hi. It doesn't matter how slow you go as long as you don't stop. And you don't have to have it all figured out to move forward. That's so true, Pink Sweets. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just keep moving forward. And eventually, I think it will work. Can't wait to see your future shows/movies. Okay, so no pressure. But Shiva Baby is on HBO. LOL, you gotta watch it. Have a good day. Okay, there is no pressure there, but I really want to because Jews and I hear good things and I want to support. So thank you for the reminder and I appreciate you. And to anybody else, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Send in that support. I appreciate y'all. I would love to hear from you. And you guys in the chat right now. Rob Fishbeck says, time waits for no one. You got to go out there and conquer to get what you want. Waiting around is for the birds. Learned that in my 20s. Okay. If Rob says so, guys. Thank you to Jake for putting this link in there. B Rad the man says, it's never too late to achieve your dreams. Love that. Joseph Ashley says, lots of success stories don't always start in the 20s and early 30s. Sometimes in the 40s or 50s. Just don't give up. Totally. So all of that. Hopefully that helps and didn't make you feel like shit the way that I phrased it. Sometimes I come on too hard, too harsh, too strong, and a little abrasive and aggressive. So I meant all of that in a positive way, and hopefully you take it as such. Oh my God, 30. It's a struggle for me too, but I don't think my life is behind me. I just feel like a fire is being lit under my ass. Also, it's really hot in here. I turned off the air because I didn't want it to make too much of a sound. I shouldn't have done that. I don't even think you guys would have heard it. And I'm in this thick ass fucking zip up situation. It's not helping. It's helping no one. A couple of the things that are going on in the world that I did want to mention. And by the world, I mean entertainment. Black Widow is crushing right now. This is I took a screenshot of this. It's on my phone. So I'm picking that up off the charger. This is something that Scott Mance tweeted out. And I was like, whoa. And then I looked into it. Scott Mance tweeted out, Black Widow opened with a huge 13.2 million domestically in Thursday night previews. If it holds up, it should make between 80 million to 100 million through the weekend, a new pandemic era record beating F9 with 70 million. That's awesome. People are ready. They're excited. They're in the summer. They want to go see Black Widow. They want to go do their thing. They don't want to stay inside anymore. They've been vaccinated. They're doing their part, and they're ready to watch this effing movie. And same, and it's a really good one. It's a really, really solid, good movie. So, yeah. Who's seen it? By no spoilers in here, but by a show of bunnies, who has seen Black Widow already? Because if you have, y'all know. It's pretty fucking good. While I'm waiting for those answers and anybody who has any non-spoiler thoughts on it, please Streamlabs them in. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar or super chat them in. Help support the future endeavors of Roxy Striar, the studio, all of the things that we're trying to accomplish over here at Live with Roxy and the World Girls, etc. What's that from The King and I? Is that what he says? Etc. Do you know what I'm talking about? Rob Fishbeck saw it. Oh, Rob, are you the only one who saw it? Chris Corcoran says I'm seeing it tonight. Jake's seeing it tomorrow. John Bainbridge, I'm not paying $30 for it. I'll wait until the paywall drops. Got you. Christian Hardesty sent bunnies and said Black Widow was so good. Andrew says, I'll wait. All right. Okay. Well, for those of you guys who are waiting, totally your prerogative. For those of you guys who've seen it, it was good. That shit was good. A couple other things going on in the world of entertainment news. This is a weird one. Matt Damon, who I didn't even know was asked to do this, still laments turning down James Cameron's offer for the lead role in Avatar and 10% of the earnings. He says, quote, I will go down in history. You will never meet an actor who turned down more money. The film made $2.8 billion. He was offered 10%. Somebody do that math. $2.8 billion Avatar made. What? How? It's hundreds of millions of dollars. Probably around 200.8 million. Did I get that right? Somebody tell me. It's a fuck ton of money. It's a fuck ton of money. And Avatar was 28 million. Third Church says 280 million. Ryan Payne says 28 million. No, 280. Yeah, that sounds right. John, that sounds right. Fuck, that's a lot of money. Imagine that much money for one role, one movie. And like not even a role that's like the most taxing role on you emotionally. Desi says 208 million. We're all over the place. It's okay. It's okay. Somewhere around that. Somewhere over 200 million. It's a fuck ton of money. That would be insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's see what's going on in here. Hitman Hudson says, Roxy, I'm pretty sure I brought this up, but my favorite film of all time is Network. Have you seen Network? It's so good. I would highly recommend it if you haven't. Yes, I have. And it is very good. I didn't watch it until later on. Obviously, it's from the 70s, but I didn't watch it until probably like 10 years ago. And yeah, and I appreciate these kind of movies a lot. Calvin in the Streamlab says, I wanted to tell you, my mother was the most real person I've ever known. She taught me a lot of things. In a lot of ways, you remind me of her. That's so sweet. I'm approaching 40. My 30s were good. Wouldn't change a minute. Oh, Calvin. You're going to be all right, Roxy. Don't freak out on me now. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Calvin. Grammy's calling me. Should we pick it up? It's always an adventure when we do. Let's see what's happening. Hi, Graham.
Hi. It's Tuesday, which is
You're on air. You're on air.
What?
You're on air. I'm live.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I'll hang up.
No, that's okay.
3:30 any good?
On Saturday, yes.
Oh, Saturday or Tuesday?
No, Tuesday I'm turning 30, Graham.
I know you are turning 30.
So you want to go get our nails done on Tuesday? I have do you know that Sky's coming?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a surprise. I think I just fucked up. Who knows? But I definitely can't. I don't think I'm going to be in town on Tuesday, Graham.
Okay, so you want to do it on Saturday?
Yeah, I'd asked about tomorrow.
Oh. Oh, God, today is Friday. Where does it go?
I know.
Okay.
Maybe earlier.
Cool.
Call and see if we can do it.
What time do you think you come out to tomorrow?
Maybe like 1 would be easier for you, you said?
Well, let me call and
This
try.
is entertaining. Okay, let me know.
Tomorrow's Jono's birthday. Okay.
Jono.
Right.
Okay.
Love you, darling.
I love you too.
Later.
I love you.
I'm sorry I interrupted.
It's okay. Don't ever be sorry. The people love you.
I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye. She's really cute. She's very, very cute. I can't deny it. Rob said this may be the highlight of the whole series thus far. Oh, boy. Yeah. Calvin, that was a really sweet thing to say, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to write that. So Joker40 in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, hi, Roxy. 30 is amazing, especially when you're amazing. So keep being you. And in turn, you'll always be amazing. Hashtag be an anomaly. Hashtag air 2. Love and poetry, hashtag everyday experts, hashtag Joker Bunny Gang, hashtag Right Coast, hashtag Lil Sissy, hashtag She Hates Cheese, hashtag Your Hair is Fetch. Thank you, Sir Joker. I do hate cheese. I do certainly hate cheese. World girls were poking fun at me the other day. Ugh. Was Sky supposed to be a secret? I don't know. Let's ask Sky right now. We'll voice text her, or I'll text her. Was you coming supposed to be a secret? I told Grammy I didn't know. Oops. My bad. My bad. My fault. But as usually she tells me if it's going to be a whatever. Oh my God, guys. Derek D. I got clickbaited. I thought she was going to be hot. Damn. That sucks when you get clickbaited, honey. I'm really sorry for you. What do we do about this? He thought I was going to be hot. He's not impressed. Do we feel really bad for him? I just am wondering. What do we do about Derek? We're so sorry. It's just a really tough life for you, and just really, and I tried so hard considering all the lack of makeup on my face just because there's none, and I didn't do my hair. I'm in a sweatshirt. If only you had told me you were going to come, Derek, then maybe I would have spent so much time getting ready for you, because it is a good reason to watch somebody's YouTube show because you think they're hot. Guys, what do we do for Derek? Can somebody take their shirt off for him? Spin it over their head, throw it at him. What do we do? I'm open to all suggestions. How do we make Derek feel better about joining us because he thought I would be hot? Fuck. Derek, man. We're out here really feeling for you, DD, double D, my dude, Derek D. You know what D probably stands for? I have some guesses. Douchebag? No. Dickhead? Disaster? We just don't know yet. Oh. We just don't know. It's just... Okay. Well. Not right now, Derek! I gotta love the trolls, though. As you guys know I do. Poor Derek. Like here chilling on the phone with my grandma in my sweats. Derek's like, I thought she was gonna be hot. I got clickbaited. Man, women are allowed to have personalities. Fuck this shit. Who gave them the right? No. Derek. Anyway. Streamlabs and your thoughts for Derek. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Clickbait, chicken and beer. Chris Martinez in the Streamlabs says, hey, Roxy, I just got a job offer to be a teacher. Fuck yeah, Chris. I may not be able to be around all that much, but I'll be here in spirit, sending much love to you and all my friends here in the Rockstars and World Friends gang. Well, we appreciate you showing up whenever you can. We love that you just got a job. It's hard out here for people right now, and just so proud of you. You're a true rock star and world friend, rooting for you always. And thank you for letting us know the good news. We celebrate everybody here. We really do. Yeah, fuck yeah. Send bunnies. Send bunnies for Chris. Much love, homie. Anybody who books anything, gets a job, finds success or happiness, whatever, always let us know. We want to know. Chris Corcoran says, Blurds has an ode to Karen's. This show should have an ode to Derek's. 100%. Alexander Garcia, just with that support, didn't even say anything, just giving some love, and I appreciate that. Thank you to my friend Alexander. Much cooler than Derek. I can't lie. Oh, good. Everybody's sending bunnies. That's what we like to see. What would you guys do if you turned down a movie role that ended up making $280 million from? You could have. Oh, God. It's like, as much as I'm sure that he's bummed by that, you know that he's just so well off and has been so successful that it doesn't even faze him to the extent. Like, if I lost $280 million, I actually don't know how I would wake up in the morning. Like, I'm not saying that that's how he should feel, but like, God, that would be so hard for me. I'd be on the struggle bus central, and he's just out here living his life still. Good for fucking him. That's some for sure rich people shit, you know? And I'm not even mad at it. I want to show you guys something that I found on the internet. Thank you to the internet for always being a helpful place for me to find things to talk about. I love the internet 50% of the time. I don't even know what percentage of the time I love the internet, but definitely not 100% because of all the Derek's out there. It's a bummer, though, because the one guy that I know personally named Derek is really, really sweet. We went to middle school and high school together. Derek was a good guy. But yet, it doesn't matter. All right, let me try to find how to show you guys what I want to show you. Sometimes shit on your computer just doesn't pop up where you need it to. And it's like, bitch, can you just be more intuitive? Like, y'all can fucking send me ads and read my mind and like all this shit that sketches me the fuck out. But y'all can't fucking know that when I airdrop something to my computer and I'm trying to open it, it's probably the most recent thing that I just airdropped. Oh, it's just like not even here. Cancel. Can I just drag this in here? All right, I'm going to screen grab it and then put it up here. It's a little blurry, but we can all hang with a little blur, can't we? What I'm showing you guys is an image that Twitter put out. I don't know exactly who released it, but it got me pretty excited. And if you are cut from the same cloth as me, you are very likely extremely excited about this as well, because we have talked about it on the show before. Look at me vamping, trying to upload this, and it just won't fucking let me. What's wrong with this thing? Cancel, drag. We've talked about it before, and that is, wow, are you fucking kidding me? It just won't let me. That's not even on me. It just won't even fucking let me. Oh, it's because I'm trying to upload it into the wrong part. Okay, that is on me. All right, when you write, you write. That's on me. Here we go. It's a show that we talked about before. It's going to be kind of weird because they're missing a member of the cast. Sex and the City, the reboot. We got this official first picture that is missing Samantha, but does have Miranda, Charlotte, and Carrie herself. I got to say, these women look fucking great. I know that a lot of people were commenting on how they could not recognize I just said her name, Charlotte. But to me, all these women look great. Sarah Jessica Parker has not aged a fucking day. And I don't say that in any kind of way like anybody else has, but just whoa. I could not be more excited for for Sex and the City to be making a return. I could not be any less excited about the fact that Samantha's not going to be there. She's my favorite part of the show. Her and the Carrie drama suck. And that sucks. Rob says, who's the one that's missing? I just told you, Samantha. It's Samantha, the sex positive Sex and the City girl. They're all sex positive, but no, I don't mean Miranda. Miranda is not who I mean. Brandy, her hair is a little different, but her face is exactly the same. If you zoom in on Charlotte, her face, she definitely did a little bit of the Courtney Cox thing, I think is why people were saying that. Samantha's the best part of the show. This is such a bummer. Who is excited by this photo? The internet was still really into it because it's nice to see Sex and the City back. Who is bummed that we're just missing the best part? Or at least in my opinion. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, everyone who shows up to give all their support whenever, however they can when it gets tough, even if by yourself, you're not alone. Everyone who is battling, keep on fighting. You are a winner. You're fully unique. You're kind. You're caring. Thanks, Glenn. I try to be all those things and more. Wingardia Leviosa, to infinity and beyond. Should I just keep quoting movies? Okay. That. I feel indifference, says Zeno Hour. Interesting. Okay. Well, indifference is not what I feel, but I feel conflicted because I'm both happy and bummed. And I'll keep you guys posted on all of my Sex and the City wants and desires. So those were the three things I really wanted to talk about. Black Widow, just killing it at the box office, and how that means that, oh my God, look, Mom, girls can make money in movies? No way. Then the Sex and the City thing, and Matt Damon losing all that money and being a very good sport about it, / rich enough that he totally can. Those are my thoughts. Any other things about turning 30? Any of the things we talked about? Questions, comments, concerns about yourself? Support for this studio and or for me? Streamlabs.com / Roxy Stryer. Would love to hear from you guys. Let me know before we get out of here, which we'll be doing very soon. Yeah. Even though that will make Derek so happy. Derek's stoked about the fact that we're going to be doing that. And Derek, I get it. Not all of us were born to look as good as you, Derek. It's just been a tough life for a lot of people. Derek, just, we can't all be you. Derek. Silu Bonino says, I turned 30 the same year I got my double masters. That's fucking huge. That's great. Love that. I've got things to look forward to. That means I don't think I'll be earning a double master's ever, and especially not at age 30, because I would have had to already start that. It's not the cards for me. Derek is the one dislike, says King Sport Cow. Derek with no profile pictures, says Evan Hooker. But he's hot, Evan. Because people in glass houses never throw stones. So Derek's probably a smoke show. Just, 6'5", 8-pack. Tall, dark, and handsome. Huge dick. Derek's got it going on. We all know that Derek's got those light eyes that pierce your soul. Really sweet person, great personality, swagger for days, rich, great shoes. Derek. What are you doing for your 30th? Says Cam on camera. I don't know. Trying to figure it the fuck out. My sister is coming here, which makes me feel very happy. And I don't know the rest. Probably something with drinking and sunshine. I'll keep you guys posted. I will be live again. I might go live tomorrow, depending on what time Grammy and I are going to get our nails. And then other than that, I will be back on Sunday. So until then, either tomorrow, I'll let you know on Patreon and the Streamlabs. Patreon and on Twitter. And in the Streamlabs, y'all know where my mind is. I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, I'll be back on Sunday. So much love to all of you guys. Send in that support. If you're watching this after the fact, I will read your comment on the next episode. And I could really, really use it and appreciate it, especially going into this fucking insane month we've got next 2 months, which I know all you guys feel. All right. Stay safe. Stay sane. Don't trend with the Holocaust. Blow on the internet. You know that you want to. It's the best way to make sure it works. Brett Miles, Jonathan, the rest of the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Put down the toilet seat and lid. You don't want the flumes, make the bed. And I will see you either tomorrow or the next day. LATR. Later. Oh, that's such a good sign off. Why haven't I been doing that? Later.